previous setup on my car was stock manifolds, stock H-pipe, made it to Borla S-type. They were the Series 1 exhaust, so they were the cylindrical ones and not the Series 2, which came out, I think, a little bit later on. I really liked the way they sounded, but a friend of mine, he races in the spec Corvette group, and they have to race stock parts. So he just wanted to do a straight swap for my stock stuff, and I got his Texas Speed headers. So this is all used stuff. So it's a little dirty and a little gummed up, but I could care less. Made it to X-pipe, 3-inch X-pipe. So stock piping is 2.5 inch. Still pretty decent, but 3 inch is always better. And if we work our way to the back of the car, we'll see my Magnafo mufflers, which are too big for back here. They don't fit great. There's some rubbing issues. I don't really care much for the sound of it unless it's full throttle. And even then, it's more metallic sounding and raspy than I care for, and it's not a little bit too quiet. It's way too quiet for what I'm wanting, so hence the new exhaust. I bought this exhaust through eBay, and it is basically a Borla knockoff for a fraction of the price. So I'll be comparing that to the Borlas I previously had, quality-wise and sound-wise. All right, now we got all the parts unboxed. First off, I want to point out that my build for my C5 Z06 is to be more on a budget-friendly side, and kind of want to save some money where I can, and hopefully this eBay special exhaust is identical to Borla's, except at a fraction of the price. And so now I'll start doing a little comparison between the two. All right, let's start off with the exhaust tips. Quad tipped. I believe they're 3 inch wide or so, or 3.5. I have big hands. Look at the inside the tips. Decent. They're not Borla quality, but hey, that's what you get for paying a third of the price. So they got to cut corners somewhere. When I bought the exhaust online, the picture showed that they were oval exhaust tips and they were really small. I think that's like one of their first designs, and they just never updated their product picture. From what I saw in previous videos from like way back 2003 or whatever, where people were posting their eBay special exhaust tips and eBay special exhaust, and it looked just like the picture, so I was a little worried that I was going to hate them. But when I first saw these, I was pleasantly surprised. There's a couple small nicks and dings on them, even though they're brand new, so I was a little sad to see that, but overall, can't complain. Welds are pretty good. Nothing really to say about those besides I'm not seeing any leaks in any of the bends or whatever, so happy to report that. Next we'll move to the mufflers. They look identical to the Borla S-types I had in my car. Same size, same design. They should sound identical, which I'm really hoping they do, because I love the sound of mine. Next we'll move to, I guess we'll look at this. This is this little L-bend shape that goes from your muffler to your over axle pipe. We'll notice that the piping is thinner than on the Borlas. It's still stainless steel. Seems to be a decent quality, but there is a difference, so I wanted to point that out. Over axle pipe looks pretty good, can't really complain. These are the gaskets that it comes with. Of course, your gasket goes between your your stock mid pipe, or if you have the aftermarket like X pipe on there. Hooks up to there, gasket goes in between. What I noticed on my previous Borlas is they only came with bolts. They didn't come with nuts on them. And I didn't have any leaking issues or no rattles or anything. So I guess the nut may be necessary on this kit. I will not be using this because I have 3-inch exhaust on my because I have headers and then an X pipe. So they'll have to do some we'll probably cut somewhere on this over axle pipe to make it form to my 3-inch exhaust. So I won't have to mess with this stuff. Next we'll move to this gasket comparison. This is the eBay gasket, eBay kit that came with gasket, and this is the Borla gasket. Borla feels a little more higher quality, but I'm sure this could probably do the trick as well. Clamps aren't super crazy nice. I'm sure they get the job done. I have read and watched online that these do have tendency to leak. If they do, the exhaust shop will just have to weld these around